Hello Lyndon, it's very nice to have you here, and thank you very much for having accepted this interview. We would like to get started talking about your company, the history of your company. And you started this company 40 years ago, more than 40 years ago.
1967.
Yeah. And of course this means huge heritage, huge experience, and deep knowledge in tube amp building, tube amp designing. And we would like to ask you to tell us how this all started, and when you found out that this could have been your main business.
Well, thanks for welcoming me. That's always pleasant to be back here. Thank you. Yeah, I think what you're actually saying is I'm an old guy, really. Yeah, for 42 years we've been making amplifiers. How did it start? Well, it's a long story in a way. Back in the 60s I was playing as a very poor quality bass guitarist in various bands round and around the West Midlands area of the UK. Still at school. Had an interest in music for sure. I was having a pretty good time for a 15, 16-year-old playing bass around various clubs and bars and these types of things. And had an interest in electronics. Wanted to build an amplifier, because in those days amplifiers were pretty unsophisticated, and the big brand name at that time was Vox, and that was a very expensive amplifier. So I thought, I can make one of these. So that's what I did, and in my father's garden shed made the first amplifier, which I used and played bass through for a period, and then it grew from there, really. And a friend of mine said, "Oh, can you make me one?" So I did, and then made another one, and gradually the garden shed became too small. So I was still at school at this time, and decided really, well, where was my life going, and I had a place at university when I was 18, and being a very studious and considered guy, I thought, no, I won't go to university, I can go there anytime. I'll make amplifiers for a couple of years and see how these things come out. So there, 42 years later, I still haven't been to university and still making amplifiers. So that's how it started.
Okay.
Literally making them in the garden shed in about 1966, and then formed the company in September 1967, when I was supposed to go to university in October 1967.
During your long career, you had the chance to make amplifiers for several legendary artists and guitar player and bass player. How would you describe your approach, your personal approach to such delicate and responsible task?
Every guitarist is different, whether they're a big guy or a guy playing in his bedroom. Every guitarist is different. Different technique, different feel. Some people have original ideas, some people are, like myself, as a guitarist, trying to achieve levels which you never can go to. But everybody has a different requirement. One commonality is that everybody likes a good sound. Everybody likes tone. And tone is what it's all about, really. And you can always see with most guys when they just hit that sweet spot, it's just that little smile or whatever it is, you know, it just hits that sweet spot. That's what you're looking for in an amplifier. Something that makes the guy, amplifiers are about tone, but it's the connection. It's not just the amplifier, it's everything. It's the position you stand, the guitar, the lead, the speaker complement, and the guy's talent.
Yeah.
And finding the sweet spot and finding the tone, that's what amplifiers are all about.
Okay. Is there any story concerning this things you just mentioned you would like to share with us? For example, which artist made you the weird requests?
I'm not sure I should answer that one. We better censor that. No, it's. I don't think I could say there's any weird requests. Sometimes it's very, very difficult to interpret what the guitarist wants, and it is back to this feel. And we were working with Tony Iommi 12 months ago, and Tony's looking for something just a little bit different and trying to get that feel that he wants from an amplifier. The interpretation of that is what we have to do. That's what our commitment to amplifier design is. But it's interpreting that, that's the hard part.
Okay.
It's not simple. People talk about high gain or clean sound or crunch, but it goes far deeper than that. It's that sweet spot tone connection.